All right, so, lawns, everyone thinks they're so simple.
Right. Just mow and water. Easy.
But anyone who's actually taking care of one, it's a whole different story. You've got fertilizers, weed control, trying to outsmart whatever the weather throws at you.
It's a never-ending battle, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
And through it all, the technology keeps changing.
Right.
Which is what makes this deep dive so fascinating.
Oh, yeah. What are we diving into today?
We're talking PermaGreen.
PermaGreen.
Yeah, they've been quietly revolutionizing professional lawn care for over 50 years.
Really? I'll admit I'm not that familiar with them.
Well, get ready to be impressed, because we're going way back to 1973 when this guy, Tom Jessen, founded the company.
Okay.
But here's the thing, this isn't just another founder story. This guy, Jessen, he was deeply involved in shaping the entire lawn care profession, helping write the training manual, setting standards, all that, specifically in Indiana.
Wow, so he's not just some businessman who saw a quick buck in lawn care.
Not at all. He was dedicated to the industry. And that really sets the stage for PermaGreen's whole story. It's like their innovations weren't just about profits. They were about pushing the entire field forward.
I like that.
And they definitely pushed things forward. Fast forward to 1981.
Okay.
And keep in mind, this is years before eco-friendly was even a marketing term.
Right.
They introduced this low-volume, battery-powered sprayer.
Interesting. So what was the big deal? What was everyone else using back then?
Back then, high-volume spraying was the norm.
Which means
a ton of wasted chemicals. Runoff potential, the works. PermaGreen's low-volume sprayers, they did the same job with way less liquid.
So less waste, less environmental impact.
Exactly. They were pioneers in sustainable lawn care before it was cool.
That's impressive. Forward thinking, for sure.
Totally. But wait, there's more. 1996 rolls around. PermaGreen unveils something kind of revolutionary.
Let me guess. Solar-powered lawnmowers.
Not quite. Think bigger. They came out with the first stand-on spreader sprayer.
Stand-on? Okay, now that you mention it, I have seen those around. So for anyone who's used to pushing a spreader, what difference does that actually make?
Oh, it's huge. Before that, you're hunched over, walking for hours on end.
Yeah, not great for your back.
Not at all. But the stand-on design. Better ergonomics, less fatigue, for sure. But it also means more precision and efficiency in the actual application.
Right, because you've got more control from that position.
Exactly. It was a win-win for workers and for the health of the lawns.
Smart. So they found something that worked and just stuck with it.
Oh, no. They kept innovating. We're talking patents in 2002, 2011, 2020, 2022. They were constantly refining that stand-on technology.
What were they refining? What kind of improvements are we talking about?
Well, for example, in 2002, they patented this system for what they called synchronized calibration. Basically, it meant the spreader sprayer could automatically adjust how much it was putting out based on the speed of the machine.
So even coverage, even on slopes or when you're turning and stuff.
Exactly. No more over-applying or under-applying in trippy spots.
That's a huge time saver for professionals and probably means healthier lawns overall.
Right. They were all about precision. And that brings us to, their latest milestone, which is honestly pretty amazing.
What's that?
They just produced their 20,000th stand-on spreader sprayer.
Wow, 20,000. That's not just some small company anymore.
No kidding. But it's not just a production milestone. It shows how much demand there is for their type of equipment. People want efficient lawn care, but they want it to be sustainable too.
Absolutely. People are more aware now than ever about what we're putting on our lawns and where it ends up.
Exactly. So to kind of bring it all together here, we've gone from low volume sprayers in the 80s to these high-tech precision ride-on machines today.
That's quite a journey.
It is. So where does lawn care go from here? What's next?
Well, if PermaGreen's history is anything to go by, we can probably expect even more focus on smart technology, right?
Like what?
Who knows? Maybe
Yes.
robotics, AI for hyper-precise application, and even less waste. They've always been ahead of the curve, so.
So who knows what they'll come up with?
Exactly. But it makes you think, what other industries are ripe for this kind of transformation, right? Where else can we be smarter about efficiency and sustainability?
Something to think about, that's for sure.